What up? This is Rama Screen, and I'm here talking with the star of Black Bear, Aubrey Plaza. How are you, Aubrey?
I'm good. I'm in my living room like we all are.
Oh my God, I'm a huge fan of Ingrid Goes West, Scott Pilgrim, huge fan of yours in general. But Black Bear, I believe, is your first time flexing your dramatic muscles. What was it about Larry's script that made you decide you wanted to take this on?
Well, um, well, first of all, I would say Larry wrote it for me. So it was a gift that he had kind of given to me. And I was just very excited about how challenging the role seemed to be. I think I'm always drawn to things that seem scary and really hard. And so I was very excited about the idea of kind of getting to play almost two characters in one movie. That was kind of always a dream of mine. And I just felt like the script was just so beautifully written and so unique that I was excited to put it out into the world.
So, do you find drama more cathartic than comedy, or comedy more cathartic than drama?
Huh, that's a very good question. I think it really depends, but I guess I would say that drama is probably more cathartic. I think comedy feels like sometimes like more of a, remedy. Like comedy feels more like medicine or like, for your soul, whereas like drama can sometimes be an exercise to kind of get out, these unresolved issues or trauma or something or stuff you've been holding on to. It's like a big release sometimes.
I love that emotionally contentious scene halfway through in the living room. What was your process of embodying Allison? What do you think it is that drives Allison?
Well, I think there were a lot of things about that character and about the script that were very relatable for me. And I haven't directed a film yet, but I consider myself a filmmaker. I've produced movies and I've written movies. I went to film school. So I felt very, very connected with the character. So it wasn't really hard for me to wrap my head around, that kind of person. Um, but I think Allison is clearly driven by, her artistic sensibility. I think she's someone that um her approach to life is maybe a little off center, and she's kind of interested in the sticky, kind of gnarly, complicated stuff that happens between people, whereas most people probably shy away from that, and they don't want to be uncomfortable. They want to say the right thing or whatever it is. And I think Allison's as a character is just constantly trying to push boundaries and, you know to be inspired by life so that she can make art. And to what, end, I don't know, but I can relate to that in a lot of ways.
And finally, as an actor, in your general experience as an actor, have you ever come across a filmmaker like the character Gabe who uses manipulation to get a performance out of you? And do you think that type of manipulation is helpful or unethical?
I think I have worked with some directors that maybe have done that on an unconscious level. I've never worked with anyone that's just outright, been abusive or manipulative. I wouldn't stand for that. I wouldn't allow that, to happen to me. Um, and I don't think it's necessary to get a good performance to torture actors. I think that that's, historically, I think that there have been directors in the past that, have almost been rewarded for that kind of behavior. Um, and I think that we're now coming out of that era of toxic kind of masculinity, and I think it's, or hopefully we are. And that I think people realize, like, you don't need to torture someone to get a good performance out of them. In fact, I think most good directors know that the more safe an actor feels, the more they're willing to expose themselves and the more they're willing to be vulnerable. So I think that I'd rather work with people like that.
Aubrey Plaza, thank you so much for talking to me and congratulations.
Thank you very much.